Good morning, gang. Just a quick video. Well, I don't do quick videos, but anyhow, just an update on the last 24 hours, 48 hours, however you want to put it. Yesterday was my day off. Jay and I did a few things, which was good because we need to do more. Um, but last night I had trouble sleeping. Or I actually say I had trouble getting to sleep. Once I was asleep, I guess everything was good, according to Jerry. But yeah, last night for some reason, even though I felt like I was ready to go to sleep, I just couldn't. I had a little too much energy for some reason. Um, Excuse me. Of course, when I was woken up early this morning by a bird outside of our window. Not a big deal. It's just it was kind of funny. But today I have to go to work, and I'm not really feeling up to it. But because of the fact that we are short staffed again, um, I kind of have to. Now, I've been trying to figure out why we keep on losing people, and part of it, I think, is um, the. I feel sorry for the people who go into work during the daytime because I'm finding out that some of the daytime people are causing undue stress. In particular, we have one young lady who, how she became an assistant manager is beyond me, but she is slow. She takes her time doing everything, and then she basically tries to put it off onto other people. Um, she's young. Well, everybody in that store except for one person is younger than me, and me and this other lady who is actually about, I'd say, a good 10 years older than I am. We run circles around these young people, and we both get frustrated by the fact that how is it we're older than you, we have back problems, knee problems, feet problems, leg problems, and we're still pushing through all our problems to get our job done and then some. So I can see why they're frustrated and why they get to the point where they just don't want to do it no more and quit. Um, the one young lady that I trained for night cashier, um, I don't know exactly what happened, why it happened, or when it happened, but she had some sort of stress-induced breakdown and basically lost her job that way. Um, so we're back down. We're down three people, so we've lost two daytime people and one nighttime person. Um, I don't mind the hours. In fact, the the now 55 hours I'll have working for this week gets me the money. It's just it gets frustrating and stressful because I am not here for Jerry. I'm not here for doing my part of the for doing my part of the housework and whatnot. And a lot of the projects that we have on our list of projects to do, they're either a two-man job or I don't want to say they're just solely a gym job, but they have to do with a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of moving stuff around. So yeah. Anywho, that's work related. Personal related. Yeah, I don't. I'm getting to the point where the stress from work is starting to. Oh, excuse me. It's starting to bog me down, and it's starting to affect my personal life. I guess you'd say, my home life, because I get home and not even when I get home, even when I get up, knowing I have to go to work, I don't want to do anything around the house, which is not that good. It's not good because it just means more and more stuff gets left behind for a day that I have off, which basically means I don't have downtime. Well, I do have downtime. I just don't have a full day of downtime. I only have a couple hours or two or whatever. But anyhow, yeah, that's that's what's been happening around here in a nutshell. We did, Diane and I did enjoy some time together last night. We did a project. I'm sorry. Not enough breathing. Um, we did get into her craft room to straighten up that so it's not as difficult to move around or find stuff or yeah, whatever she's got to do in there. Basically, what I did was I helped her with the hard part, and she said she'd do the rest. Which I guess if she can move around in there and get to wherever she needs to get to, putting her crafting stuff and supplies and whatnot away is not as difficult. Um, so at least we got something done yesterday. We also celebrated a semi Valentine's Day type celebration because I will have to work on Valentine's Day. So we went out, got her some more crafting supplies for the season, um, and then we got some of our local barbecue. I don't know if you have this particular place because I don't know if it's spread across the country or whatnot, or if it's just local. But it's a barbecue joint called Dick's. So she got her ribs. I got some chopped brisket, and we got coleslaw, baked beans, cornbread muffins, and some of their mac and cheese, mostly from Mom. They had a new item that we've never tried, which is basically mac and cheese with brisket on top. Pretty good. Um, it's not a. It's not something I normally rave about because I'm not one to rave about barbecue unless it's really good barbecue. Oh, loose string. And I wouldn't say that Dick's is not good or bad. It's just, I guess, because of my mood and whatnot, because of the weather, the job, whatnot. Not very much excites me lately. And I know that sounds a little sad, but it's the way it is. I've learned to deal with it. Switching gears to a different note, I don't know how many of you are Earth Watchers. And what I mean by Earth Watchers is somebody who watches various changes in our world. Whether it's, well, I don't worry about economics. Um, I worry about climate changes and geographic changes and things of nature, basically. And not to sound like a doomsayer or anything like that, but we have seen in the last month, not even a month, probably even the last, since the beginning of February, drastic changes in weather. I mean, over in Europe, they've been like hit by two North Atlantic storms. I mean, major league storms. I mean, dumping snow and rain and high waves and just things that they don't see every year. Um, Look at Australia. Their wildfire that was just a major wildfire that from the space station they can see the clouds or the yeah, the clouds from the fires and whatnot. Um, and all of a sudden, shortly afterwards, they got major rainfall. Um, Northern Asia, what most people call Russia, seeing major league snowstorms and whatnot. We're seeing the same thing here. In fact, here in Missouri today here in Missouri, the high is only going to be like 22 degrees. It is currently 18, but it feels like 3 degrees. And I have to go to work in that, which I'm probably going to end up using mom's car because it's got auto start, keyless remote start, whatever you want to call it. That way I can start it up from the store and let it warm up before I have to get into it. Because I'm going to have to wear thermal underwear and my heavy parka, which thermal underwear I haven't. This is the first year in. Well, this is the first time at this time of year that I've had to wear thermal underwear in I don't know how long. Probably 6 years. I've only worn thermal underwear a couple weeks out of the year. It's almost to the point where I've had to wear thermal underwear off and on since the beginning of this year. Since, January 1st, middle of January. So whoever basically said, "Oh, look, the groundhog didn't see a shadow. We're gonna have an early spring." No. Said it once. I'll say it again. I don't trust that rodent. He lives in a library, not in the woods. But yeah, I have two programs that watches or I use to watch weather anomalies and earthquakes and volcanoes, and we've had an increase. We've had an increase on earthquakes. They're having, granted, they're considered minor tremors, but Missouri had one 2.1 down near Devil's Elbow. Oklahoma has had numerous, anywhere from 2.1 to 2.4. The other day, Tennessee had a 2-pointer. We're having earthquakes in places that normally do not have earthquakes or do not show earthquakes. Granted, in my region where I live, the closest fault line it runs under the Mississippi River. It's called the New Madres fault line, but it doesn't do much. San Andreas does more than anything I've ever seen, but that's here in the States. But they're having increased activities in volcanic and earthquakes in the Mediterranean, along the ring of fire, which is the Pacific Plate Ring that goes literally all the way around the world. It goes from California to Alaska, over to Russia, down to Japan, past Japan, past New Zealand, back down towards the back across and up the South American seaboard, western South American seaboard. Like I said to one person who was worried about it, I said, well, there's nothing we can do. I mean, all we can do is try to be prepared. Switching gears again to a more somber, positive note, I want to tell you guys about some of my orders from Wish. Now, I did say something the other day about it, and I'm going to say something again today. These are the earbuds that I bought for cheap. The $4.95. Well, you basically get what you pay for. The downside about these earbuds is, according to the information on Wish, it was supposed to be 6 hours worth of music time. 6 hours. 3 hours in one ear, 3 hours in another ear. Not 6 hours straight, both ears. That, in fact, does not have a real good indicator on how charged it is. So, you don't know how charged that is. And then another disappointment, and this is getting bad because I've ordered a lot of stuff through Wish, and all of a sudden, within the last 2 orders, I've got stuff in Wish that's disappointing. The second one I got was supposed to be a white Knight's shirt. It's supposed to be extra long because this is supposed to be a casual wear for the Renaissance. Like in something you'd sleep in. It's not that long. It came out of the package extremely wrinkled, like they just wadded it up and shoved it in the bag. And then the bag itself, when I pulled it out of the shipping bag, threw me off. Because what's the one image that you don't want to see on Renaissance clothing? That of a skater. As soon as I saw that bag, I got worried. As soon as I pulled the shirt out, I was extremely upset. You would think that if you wanted to impress or keep your clientele, whatever you sent them would be wrinkle free. Now I can understand if the wrinkles were creases because of the way it was folded. No. So, of course, I gave it I gave it thumbs down on their questionnaire about how satisfied you were. But that's just me. Anyhow, yet again, a video that I was supposed to try to make short is not short. That's just me. I'm going to go ahead and sign off because I've got a life to live. I've got things to do. Anyhow, if you like this conversation, like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to hear more and you're not a subscriber, go ahead and give that bell a click so it notifies you when I put in more videos. Until next time, God bless and have a good day.